Hey guys, so last week I focused on shows that featured strong female characters, but this week I want to focus on what seems to be America's favorite genres, which are reality TV and the supernatural or fantasy. Some of the most watched TV series this year were ABC's Once Upon a Time, AMC's Walking Dead, and also shows about the Kardashians. But I want to focus on what seems to be the favorite of all mythological creatures, the vampire. So one show that I really got into this summer from Netflix was The Vampire Diaries. And I'm not going to even pretend that it has like some deep, respectable quality to it. It really is not too different from previous vampire shows like Buffy, True Blood, etc. However, what I really enjoy about this show, apart from its really good-looking cast members like Paul Wesley, is the fact that the show does seem to champion fostering good family bonds, and also it values friendship and also the occasional need for self-sacrifice. So if you're looking for a really campy, fun show that doesn't require much thought, then I definitely suggest you just watch Vampire Diaries. Just, if anything, just to pass time, but I really personally enjoy it. I think it's fun. But catching on to the vampire's coattails is NBC. With this fall, they came out with the season premiere of the uniquely titled Dracula. But don't go thinking that it bears very much resemblance to the beloved Gothic novel by Bram Stoker, because it definitely has its unique take on the story. The new Dracula is more like Bram Stoker meets Count of Monte Cristo meets Wuthering Heights meets your liberal cousin. They definitely have new views on these very old themes and characters. Such as Mina and the novel definitely is the prototype of the beloved Victorian angel of the household. She has, and I quote, "the mind of a man and the heart of a woman. She acts as the lover and fiancé of Jonathan Harker, and sometimes she is a secretary when it's appropriate for her male friends." And also, then we have her friend Lucy, her close friend Lucy, who is this weak wisp of a girl who is so fragile she can't even be rescued when not just one, but three men come to her rescue. So it's as though the creators of this new Dracula looked at these characters and scoffed, and instead they came up with the modern Mina, who is a champion of feminist rights and also the top of her class at the medical university. And then there's the free spirit new Lucy, who kind of gets Mina into trouble and also introduce her to absinthe. So it's definitely a more modern look at it. And then another change from the novel, the traditional story, is the portrayal of evil, which in the novel, the portrayal of good and evil was very black and white, and you definitely knew who was your friend and who was your enemy. And this new Dracula, instead of just being a monster that we fear, he actually has this past that you sympathize with, and we learn that he is not a vampire of his own choosing or his own making, but he is a monster made out of his circumstances and from the treatment that he's received. How postmodern of you, NBC. So we have this sympathetic monster, and then we also have this portrayal of Christians where they're portrayed as being like very bigoted, and also they kill deviants and turn people into vampires, which is a true portrayal of Christians, as you know, since the last time I wanted to kill someone for being different from me was never. But it's a TV show, so I'm not like mortally offended. It's just a little bit amusing. Also amusing is the portrayal of the show's black cast members, who are either subservient giant henchmen who are always ready to do your every request, or they're creepy animalistic minions with superpowers and very bad hair care. So thank you for that, NBC. How very 1880s of you. Speaking of 1880s, I stumbled across this gem of a show on the History Channel. It's called I Love the 1880s, and it aired in only 2012, so there's only one season, so I'm watching only repeats on demand and also historychannel.com. But it's this great show. It's just facts about the 1800s that's narrated by comedians, and it's perfect for the ADD generation, as the composition of the show is photographs animation and also old film reels, and then the narrators are all different and they're all very funny and smart and witty, and it's just a great show that I definitely recommend that you watch. Even though it's already over, just get into it because it's fun. And I don't know why this show is canceled and why shows like Janitor Wives continue to be aired on TV is beyond me, but still this week I decided to delve into the dark world of reality TV, and I turned my attention to A&E. There are some shows that pervade or transcend the differences of different culture and ethnicities, and then there's Duck Dynasty. I'm sorry, but I didn't last 20 minutes with that show. Just couldn't handle it. And this isn't to say that I dislike the people on the show or the people that the show is about. It's just I didn't really care for the content of the show. It wasn't very relatable for many different people. I felt like if it seems like I'm carefully avoiding the recent controversy with Phil Robertson, it probably is because I am. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. So let's have a wonderful Christmas season or holiday season, whatever it is that you celebrate. And let's all try very hard not to hit a pedestrian in the mall parking lot, because that would probably be even more hard to live down than the fact that we all secretly enjoy watching Vampire Diaries. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. All that jazz.